Hello everyone, what's up? In this video I'm going to show you how I applied a rough metal texture to this Grim Char B1 tank. So if you want to learn how to make your Warhammer tanks look extra gritty, this short Warhammer Weathering tutorial is for you. If you're new to the Race for Terra, you may not have seen my completed Grim mouse. This is another tank by Grim Prints, and one I highly recommend, by the way. In my opinion, this is some of my best work to date, with tanks that is, and much of that had to do with the texture on the armor panels. If you look closely, you will see that all the panels, both vertical and horizontal, have a coarse texture, as if the metal was pitted or maybe had been roughly cast. In turn, this also allows for what I call microchipping, scratches so small that you could never possibly paint them, neither with a sponge nor with a brush. As you can see, I also applied this technique to this Adeptus Titanicus armor panel, where that super fine grainy texture that you see looks really amazing, if I may say so myself. Now we could sit here and debate whether this is realistic, but the answer is, I don't care. I use this on sci-fi models because I like how it looks, so consider it artistic license. Here you can see what the Grim Char B1 looked like before texturizing it. I primed it in black and then airbrushed some red-brown on top. By the way, if like me you like this sort of hybrid of World War II and Warhammer aesthetics, I highly recommend that you check out Grim Prints. But I digress. This is Ammo of MIG anti-slip paste, and more specifically, in its finer, black version. This product is designed to replicate the anti-slip texture which is applied to some modern tanks, like the Israeli Merkava. To apply it, use a brush with short, hard bristles. The one I'm using is a cheapo makeup brush from Amazon. As you can see, it's very easy to create a very fine, granulated texture this way. The main thing to bear in mind is that you should work the product in sections and always spread the paste as evenly as possible. If you look closely, you will see that I only go over sections that were already covered with little or no paste on the bristles. So I do it to even things out, not to add layer over layer. In my experience, this is critically important, as otherwise you will end up with a coarse, ungainly buildup. At this point, I should mention that Ammo recommends applying it in 2 layers, and others recommend using a sponge to even it out. For our purposes here, I would advise against either approach. While you watch me apply the product all over this beautiful Grim Char B1, let me clarify something important. This paste is acrylic. Why is that relevant? Well, first of all, just as you would with one of Ammo's terrain pastes, or those from any other brand, you should wait 24 hours for the texture, or the paste, to dry completely. Another advantage of this product, and one of the reasons why I have used it here, is that it helps to hide the layer lines that are sometimes inevitable with 3D printed models. If, like in this case, a filler primer and some sanding isn't enough, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this paste. But enough talk. I did say this would be a short video. So this is the finished product. As you can see, in just a few minutes, I was able to cover the entire tank, and if I may say so myself, I think this looks awesome. By the way, even though the paste itself is black, over a red-brown primer, you see that the overall tone that it creates is just perfect as a chipping layer. Well, and speaking of finished products, if you're interested in how I painted and weathered this little beast, you should know that I will be publishing a members-only video covering my process in the next few days. And speaking of YouTube members, thank you very much, guys. Your support means a lot to me and it really helps me keep making content each month. That's all from me for now, folks, but remember, keep it up and weather it out.